a great day I've had so far, my friends. It's time for some incense and some stories. We've got our little Raja sleeping right here at his spot. So let's light this. Lunchtime! I'm so excited. This is the time where I get to share video with you guys and my lunch gets consumed. Check it out. Woohoo! That's a big salad. See how big that is compared to me? That's where it's at, my friends. That's where it's at. We have kimchi. We've got kale, microgreens. We have sun-dried tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, cucumber noodles, romaine lettuce, green onions, cabbage, celery, and bell pepper in this bowl. The dressing for this is the sweet maple mustard, and you can get that dressing in volume 3 of my meal plan books. You can find all of those at the link right here. These are ebook versions, print versions available in the description box below. But yes, this is going to be devoured when I'm finished chatting with you guys. So it's just going to sit here for the time that we are chatting. I just wanted to go about my day. Again, I love these vlogs and I'm getting so many positive feedbacks on them. People are saying that they really help them out, so I want to keep doing them. If you like these videos, make sure you click the subscribe button here on YouTube and click the little bell so whenever I post a new of these vlogs, you get an instant notification whenever I do. So that said, what has happened today so far? We got our box of Miami fruit. Oh, they look so good. A lot of them still have to ripen, but we've got some cacao, some black sapote, we have tamarillos, we have a cute little banana, one little meme, which is gonna be so delicious. And yeah, we've got key limes, dragon fruit. We got the variety box, so we just got a whole bunch of what's in season, and we are very excited to get started eating more tropical fruits because why not, right? You guys can enjoy your own variety box. If you want, go to miamifruit.org. You can order any kinds of fruits that they have in season and use code RAWFOODROMANCE if you want to get a discount. So head on over there, check them out. We, again, are super excited. I cannot wait, especially for the mame. And we're gonna be ordering more as well because I'm very excited to get some soursops. Very excited. It's one of my favorite. We got that, and then we were up at 4:20 this morning, and we just kind of chilled in bed and hung out, chatted about stuff, and then at about 5 o'clock, we got up to do our morning routine. We're doing 15 minutes of meditation. We find 15 minutes to be so awesome, and somebody asked me what kind of meditation that I'm doing. So many different types of meditation. We do put on a 432 hertz music, just kind of relaxing meditation music. There are a bunch of playlists on Spotify. You can go on YouTube and just type in 432 hertz and a lot of different things will come up. We actually want to start making some guided meditation videos, some relaxing videos, some videos with the affirmations and everything. So watch for that. We're going to be doing a lot of that in 2020 as well, posting here on YouTube. So again, subscribe if you want to get all this good stuff. We're going to be posting a lot of content this year. So the meditation that I like to do is just to focus on my breath. Now, some people focus on a candle flame or an object, maybe they will go through and chant their affirmations or chant Om or something, a mantra of their choosing. But I just focus on my breath. I focus on the feeling that I have within my body as I breathe, and I try to keep my focus on those feelings. Sometimes we get those thoughts, and it's totally natural. It's okay to have random thoughts. You're gonna have them when you start meditating, but just accept it for what it is and release it, and just move your attention back to your breath and feeling your body move in and out. And you'll notice that with time, the more you practice, the more expanded that time between thoughts becomes. And it just comes with daily practice. Again, as with everything in life, consistency creates success, planning creates success. So plan to meditate, execute, and do the meditation every single day. Whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, whether you wake up late, try to get that meditation in, even if you have to do it maybe on your first day break at work or before bed or whatever. Try to get that meditation in and try to be as consistent as possible with it. So after we do the meditations, we go over our affirmations about ourselves, so what we believe, and like I had mentioned, we're going to be doing affirmation videos, so you could even play one of those videos and play all of the things that you want to believe about yourself. I am successful, I am intelligent, I am beautiful, I am this, I am that. You want to say I am statements so that you actually start to believe them. Or you can even say I love statements, like I love waking up early in the morning. I love how my body feels when I work out. I love how my body feels when I choose raw salads. I love trying new recipes. And when you say these things, you actually feel like you might actually love them. And the more often you say them, the better. And this is also consistency. Affirmations work if you're consistent with them. If you keep it up every day, even if you feel crappy and even if you feel like you're on top of the world, do them anyways, all the time. It's compounding and it adds up. So do those affirmations. Then we move into gratitude, where we write down what we're grateful for. And first we reread everything that we've written already. And then we try to add 3 to 5 new things that we're grateful for. And this pushes you to be grateful for little things, because when you start out with your gratitude, you're going to write the big stuff. I'm thankful for Nate. I'm thankful for his boys, the home that we have, the fact that I can make a living sharing information with you guys, creating recipes and helping people out. I'm grateful that all of my little companion animals, let's see, little ones, are all healthy, vibrant, and loving. You know, you're grateful for the big things, but then after a couple of days, after you've written down all those big things, of course you're going to read them every day, so you're reminded, but then you got to start thinking of the little things that you're grateful for. Like, I'm grateful for this incense. I'm grateful that I can make a big salad that I prepare in the morning and actually have a salad ready for me at lunch. I'm grateful for bobby pins because I like putting my hair up. What else? I'm grateful for these kinds of bracelets because I really like wearing them. I'm grateful for this tea container because I can have cold brew tea now. Grateful for hair clips because, again, I like to put my hair up. I'm grateful for earrings because I love to wear them. I enjoy it. I'm grateful for this book. This book has so much information in it. I use it to write down all of my ideas to share with all of you guys. I'm grateful for my computer because I can edit photos. I'm grateful for my camera. I'm grateful for so many little things. And eventually you actually start to expand that list and you really learn to be grateful for the little tiny things in life. So that's what we do for the gratitude. And then we move on to visualizations and goals. So I have anyways, 2 sections. I have one of like my big visualizations, like the big things that I want to accomplish in my life and the things that I want to achieve or buy or have. Like, I want to get a freeze dryer so that we can freeze dry foods that we find in the wild so that we can take them on our hikes, because we're going to be doing some really cool stuff in the future, guys. We're going to be doing wild foraging on through hikes as raw vegans. We're going to be getting into freeze drying, dehydrating, taking that kind of stuff with us on these through hikes and showing you all the gear that we take and all that cool stuff. Like, tons of stuff is coming up. But we go through our big goals, like what we want to do. And then we have another list of smaller goals that we need to do during the day. So today I wrote down all of the interviews that I had. I write down if I have any coaching calls that I need to do with clients. I write down the daily things that I need to do, like folding laundry, doing my skincare routine, doing my workout. What else do I have on there? Doing this daily video for you guys, editing the videos, and planning out exactly what I want. Not every day everything gets done, that's for sure. Like, I have on there that I still want to make a recipe for eggplant bacon, or bacon, but I still haven't gotten to that, but it's still on that list. So every day I add new things to the list of things that I want to do and get done. So if I'm ever at a moment in my day where I'm like, what do? I can just go into that list and there's like hundreds of things that I can choose from, and I just focus on one of those things and get it done. So then we do our headstand practice, and then again, work out, and I go in the kitchen. I make lunch for Nate while he records videos and posts his stuff on social media. He's been sharing some pretty awesome videos of his truck salads. Every day he goes on his Instagram and he shares himself making his salads. So head on over to his Instagram at rawnatty and watch those every day, because it's super cool to watch him create the salad that I made for him. And in my stories, I do share timestamps of when I do things, like when we get up in the morning, when I prepare the food, when I can. I don't always share it at every moment, but I do try to keep it interesting for you guys who are inspired to do the early morning wake-ups and the food prep in the morning. So after we did all of that, I went on to start my work. I had 2 interviews for summits today. There was the Plant-Based Revolution Summit, which is run by Ted Carr. He's interviewing all of the raw vegans and vegans who are doing this as a full-time income. Like, I make all of the cash for my life from my Instagram and my ebooks and everything. So I shared a lot of tips on how you can grow your Instagram, how you can create an ebook. I share it all over there. So head over to his website. You can find him at Fruitarian on Instagram. Go over there and check out his stories and his posts, because he shares the link over there. And then we are also going to teach all of that in depth with you. We'll help you create an ebook. We'll help you grow your Instagram. We'll help you teach you how to YouTube, how to get over the confidence issues, and all of that at our 10-day retreat in Portland, Oregon. You can head over to Healthy Wealthy Vegan if you're interested in joining us there. There's only 12 spots. So if you want to come, please don't hesitate and head over there and sign up for that. Then I had another one for Healthier, Sexier You. My friend Teresa is running that, and that I will be advertising mid-February. So I'll be sharing, obviously, in these daily vlogs with the links in the bio or description, so you can head over there to watch those. So I basically spent the most of the morning and afternoon talking, which is what I love to do. But I'm hungry now, so I have my salad, but I wanted to film this really quick so I can edit it while I'm eating my salad. I wanted to talk about my regret as a vegan. My one regret as a vegan. A lot of people ask me, what do I regret? Do I regret giving up all of that stuff? Do I regret being different? Do I regret the decisions I made in my life? Do I regret anything about my journey? I thought I would. I thought I would regret it. I thought that I wouldn't succeed. I thought that I would fail. But I would have to say my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. Like, if I could go back to myself when I was almost 200 pounds, I had a face full of acne, I had excruciating joint pain, I had to like roll my ankles in bed for like 4 or 5 minutes before I even got out of bed because I had such sore joints. My menstrual cycles were all over the map. No matter amount of cooked food, animal products, whatever, fats, it didn't matter. My periods were so out of whack. I remember going 9 months without a period. And most of the time it was around like 3 months. I would only have a handful every year, and they were very painful. And again, no matter what I did, fix these. I took supplements and whatever. That girl that had heart palpitations every night, like almost every night, I would wake up with my heart fluttering because I was addicted to energy drinks. I drank 1 to 2 a day because I was just like obsessed with the sugar, and it was the fizzy and the sugar that I was obsessed with. Like, they didn't give me any energy. My adrenals were like, pfft. If I could go back to that girl, I would say thank you. Thank you so much for having the courage to change, for having the courage to try again. Because I tried to be raw for 10 years, from 2004 to 2014. I tried lots. I tried different diets. I tried paleo, I tried keto, I ate raw meat, I ate raw eggs. I did it. But I never stuck to raw because I was always cutting my calories and eating way too high fat. So there was always those problems. And this time around, I did that change, and I wish I could go back to that girl and give her a hug and say thank you. Like, do you have any idea how your life is going to change? Do you know where you're going to be in 5 years? Like, I wish I could go back there and tell her. I mean, I know now, obviously, where I am, but because back then I wasn't sure. I wasn't certain. I didn't know what was going to happen if I gave it a chance again. Was I going to fail? I was so scared of failing, but my regret is that I didn't do it sooner. I wish I would have done it. I wish I would have, I mean, I didn't have the information, so I couldn't have done it, but I wish that I would have dug further and tried more, like tried different approaches to raw. I really didn't try different approaches because I was so hard set on that one style of high fat, low calorie that I didn't really open my heart to trying the low fat. I was so scared of low fat because I was indoctrinated working at the health food store that we needed all this fat. We need tons of fat, and olive oil is good, and coconut oil is good, and we need this, and fish oil. So I was scared to go low fat. I didn't know if I was going to survive, but I was following Fully Raw Christina, and she'd been doing it forever, and I'm like, I might as well just give it a try. So after I read the 80-10-10 book, it made a lot of sense, and then I started diving more into the research on insulin resistance and high fat and what it does in the body, and I was like, okay, I gotta stay low fat. And I just found that it was so easy to maintain because I could eat so many more calories. I was eating tons of food. I was getting lots of energy and lots of fiber. I was feeling satiated, and it was just like super easy. I feel like, and I've done videos on this before, that the willpower that we all like strive to find, this like mystical willpower, is just planning and eating. It's so simple. Plan your meals and eat your meals and eat enough. If you eat enough and you plan to eat enough, then you don't even need willpower. It's like it doesn't even exist. You just do, and you don't try. You just succeed. It's great. So I wanted to share that, and also changing the way you say things, changing the way I said things. Instead of walking down the grocery aisle thinking, oh, I wish I could have that. I can't have it. I can't. Oh, I wish, I miss that, or whatever. Like saying I can't have this, I can't have that, is really putting food in control of you. But if you walk by those foods and say, I choose to eat raw food, I choose to not eat that, I choose to put good stuff in my body, it puts the control back in your court. You are in charge. You're the one choosing. The food's not choosing for you. So if you're having issues with that, if you feel like you can't have all these things, just choose it. Take yourself out of the label. There's a lot of restriction when you put a label on yourself. You can use a label to describe how you eat, but don't live in the label. For example, I don't live in the label. I use the raw vegan label to describe how I eat, but I don't restrict myself from eating whatever I want. I could eat whatever I want. I could eat pizza, I could eat donuts, I could eat vegan hot dogs. I mean, obviously I'm not going to eat animal products, but I could eat all of these vegan junk food. I could eat Doritos chips again if I wanted to. I could go for vegan takeout. I could do any of that. I don't restrict myself from that option, but I choose raw at every meal. I choose this. And I made this video a couple days ago about that. I choose this. This is what I want to be eating. I want to feel satiated. And we need to change the reward that we're getting. So when you think about a pizza and you crave the pizza and you're having this and you're dealing with this battle of the willpower, you want the reward that the pizza gives you. So you want the dopamine hit, you want the satiation, you want the salt, you want the fat, you want the sugar, you want the taste, you want the convenience, you want it for comfort, you want it for numbness, you want it because you have childhood connections to it or whatever. You want it for whatever reason, and that is your reward. That's what you're gonna get out of eating the pizza. When you think of what the pizza does to you and how you feel after you eat the pizza, that's not enough of a reward deterrent to not choose the pizza. We need to replace that reward with something more powerful. So when you're having that craving, think about a raw salad. Think about the pride that you're going to feel for yourself for choosing that. Think about all the self-love you're going to feel. think about the hydration, think about the fiber, think about how amazing it's going to feel. And yeah, the pride is a big one. Think about how, like, you're proud of yourself when you eat a healthy meal. I mean, most of us are. When you finish it, you're like, I am so happy that I picked that and not the pizza. You feel so good after. And we want that feeling. We want to not feel regret or guilt or have a rock in our stomach. That is the reward. So when you're craving the pizza, think of, if you made a different choice, how would you feel? And you want that. So grasp onto that. And then when you think about all of those awesome things, then you're more gratitude. You're like, actually, I really want to have that salad because I really want those results. So that's something, a little tidbit that I wanted to share with you guys. And yeah, I'm really excited to eat this salad. And this kimchi. So we're on this like big gut microbiome thing. We're all in. We bought some probiotics from Garden of Life just to top it up because I believe it's a good idea to take them anyways. And once you take them, you feed them. You feed them with the fiber. So we got some probiotics just to, why not, take those. But we do fermented foods. This here is raw vegan kimchi. There's a local gal here in Southern Oregon. Her name is Cindy Yee, and she makes this radish, this Korean radish kimchi. It is so good. Nate and I could literally eat the entire, like the container is, I don't even have one here, but it's like maybe about this tall. It's one of the big mason jars. And we could literally eat that entire jar in one sitting. We just eat it with a fork. A lot of people can't do that, especially if they have an imbalanced gut. You're gonna need to start slow. So you might only need to start with like maybe even just this every day. And when you start slow, you eat that small amount and it's just enough to give the bacteria food and to provide you with a little bit of that bacteria, but then the next day you want to do it again so that you keep feeding these bacteria and then they start to grow. You want these good bacteria in your gut growing and flourishing, but you have to feed them. And if you're going to do kimchi, you should be doing it every day or every second day or third day or as often as possible, because if you eat kimchi and then you don't eat it for a month or two, those bacteria are probably dying off or haven't thrived or what have you. I mean, we don't know exactly what's going on because it's such a new area of research, and I'm really excited to dive more into it. But we need to feed ourselves these foods every day to feed those bacteria, because if you're going back and forth from raw to cooked, or even to animal products, these foods, the cooked foods and the animal products, actually feed the other bacteria, not the fiber thriving ones that give us our immunity and convert nutrients and stuff. They're just kind of like the cleanup crew, which live symbiotically with us, but they don't really give us much benefit except for cleanup crew. We want those beneficial bacteria, and they live on raw plant fiber. We want to give them raw stuff so that they can thrive. Again, they can thrive on some cooked things like lightly steamed, maybe boiled, but we really want to focus on the raw, and it's important that if you're going to eat cooked food, to eat it with raw food so that those bacteria have food as well. You can't, I mean, I don't not feed these guys. They need food, and so do our bacteria. So it's very important that if you do eat cooked food, again, I never said cooked food was evil or poison. I am not one of those raw vegans. I believe that we should just be eating more raw food, and if you want to go fully raw, do it, because it's awesome, but you don't have to. And if you want to have it, like having like a little sweet potato in here, totally, but make sure that you eat the raw food so that you're giving that bacteria good food for their growth. And that said, I do remember, I didn't read the complete study, but there was a study that showed that the people with the best immune systems and the most diverse guts ate on average 30 or more different plant foods every week. So I've got like, okay, let's see, we've got radish in the kimchi, we've got kale sprouts, tomatoes, cucumber, romaine lettuce, green onion, celery, bell pepper, and yeah, so we've got about 8 different foods in here, and we do fruits like bananas and everything, and some people can't digest it like this. Like, that's a good combination, and I mean, I don't have any issue digesting this kind of combination, but you can start slow. Just start with romaine lettuce, cucumbers, and tomatoes, and then add different things as you go. You always want to start slow if you're coming from a diet that's like full of junk, because you don't know how your gut bacteria are going to react to all the raw food that you put in there. They might be like, what is going on? So you want to make sure that you go slow. So if you're going to do sprouts and sprouts bug you, start with a small amount. Start with that much if you need to. Just eat them that way. But you want to start slow and increase slowly. If rough greens bother you, start slow. If broccoli bothers you, start slow. But it's the consistency of consuming the item that grows the bacteria. So if broccoli bothers you, it's not very beneficial to eat broccoli once a month. You eat like a whole head of broccoli, it bothers you, and then you don't eat it for another month. Instead, maybe do one little floret every day, and then the next week, do 2 florets every day, then 3 florets every day until you have the bacteria to help you digest, because we do not digest the fiber. The bacteria do, so you need to grow those colonies. I just went off on a tangent there, and now I'm extra hungry, so I'm going to sign off. Again, if you want recipes to go on all of your fiber, like Nate said, the dressing's for me, the fiber's for them. But yeah, if you want more dressing recipes, you can head over to this link right here. The link is also in the description box below to all of my ebooks. I have over 300 recipes, so many low-fat ones, so many just seeds, light avocado, and then some nut-based ones for those that want the higher fat ones. But I've got tons of different kinds for all stages of vegan diet. Doesn't matter if you're raw, doesn't matter if you're cooked. Even the cooked vegans are loving up my recipes. They're putting it on salads and having something cooked on the side. Or they're putting, like what we did last night with Jacob, we made the butterless chicken Liss that's in the Dips and Dressings book. What I did was I marinated some mushrooms, bell pepper, tomatoes, and onion in like a coconut amino, lemon juice, garam masala, curry, garlic, onion, kind of herbal seasoning liquid. Marinated those for about an hour in the dehydrator. So I dehydrated them a little bit. You don't need a dehydrator for that, but it's a nice bonus. So on 115 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour or 2. Then I made the butterless chicken Liss sauce and I poured it over the marinated veggies, stirred that up, and then for Jacob, I made just some pasta because he's cooked vegan. So I made him some pasta and I took some of the sauce with the veggies and I put it with the pasta, stirred it up, and it was a delicious meal for him. Whereas me and Nate, we just ate the sauce as is. We had like way more, obviously, but you could put that on cucumber noodles or on rough greens, cauliflower, rice, whatever. You could put it on anything you want or just eat it straight. So that's what we did. But if you want great recipes, head over to this link, and the print versions of my books are available in the description box below from Amazon. And I believe they are on sale right now. So I don't decide the sales for Amazon. They put it on sale based on sales. So the more people who buy it, the more it goes on sale. And right now, many people are buying my books because of my new book release, the Meal Plan Volume 3. So everything is on sale right now. So if you wanted to get one of my print versions, now is the time. And then otherwise, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Raw Food Romance, on Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and on Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. So until the next video, guys, go find a delicious recipe to make, mix it up, and have some raw food.